Welcome and good morning to another edition of the Friday Morning Commute with your host, Rovin Doug, on this wonderful and glorious Good Friday. I hope everyone is having an enjoyable day. I am hoping I will be. We will find out here in a little bit, because that's always important. Just finished dropping off the kiddos, and now heading back to home to work. So, with that being said, we'll go ahead and get started with the proverbial weekly salt seller. So pick up your weekly ration of salt from him. This week we have a special weapon legacy engram for exotic special weapons. As always, remember that this is a exotic engram that is designed to give you year 1 exotics. This will not give you a year 2 or a year 3 exotic unless you happen to get a year 1 exotic that has a year 2 or year 3 equivalent. If that's the case, then you can purchase it from the kiosk. Appropriate kiosk, of course. Now, with that being said, for everyone else, we have some nifty exotics. For the Titans, it is the ACD/0 feedback fins. For the Hunters, it's the Bones of AO. For the Warlocks, it is the Heart of the Praxic Fire chest piece. And for the exotic weapon of the hour of the week, it is Hardlight. Now, Xur is also selling the exotic weapon and ornament packages. I apologize about little guy. It is the Last Word with Addendum and Red Death with White Witch. Again, those are going to cost strange coins plus silver dust, since you're purchasing a weapon ornament to go with the thingamabobber, the exotic weapon. There we go. I have words. I can use words. Killian boy. I took too long getting ready, and he's not happy about that. So let me see if I can calm him down really quick. That's where you kicked it. That was a good kick. Hey, we're gonna get home. Then you can have something. Alright. That's always fun. Glad this car is large enough I can do that in. Alright, so back on the road again. Now, as for the weekly update from Bungie, it was somewhat informative, but not really. They're hoping to have a hotfix change out by the end of the month, or the end of next month. It's not going to have a fancy name, because it is a hotfix, but it will probably fix a couple of the oversights that they made, or oversights that were not seen coming into the latest patch, and just some general environment balancing. Now this is the 3rd week of the Age of Triumphs. Also, last night was the first time I've streamed in like 2 months, so that was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. We do have next week being the last week of the first month of challenge raids, and so we've seen Crota with new mechanics. We've seen Atheon. I still say it's Atheon. It's always funny whenever you finally hear an actor pronounce it the way the studio has always pronounced it. And you go, but that's totally not how we've been saying it. In any case, we've beaten back Crota again. Nah, Crota Magnum, baba, big stick. We've taken down Atheon. Today, or this week, is Oryx, Return of the Taken King, Barach. And then we have Axis Light for the next and final week of the rotation, and then it'll be back to, I believe, Crota. But I wouldn't be surprised if they started with Atheon again. Now, again, these challenge raids are actually a great way to get up to 400 light, as well as get some really nifty armor. Now, with that being said, if you're not 390, don't try it. The difficulty of these challenges is not to be sneezed at. A great team dynamic is needed and is very important for these challenges, especially the Atheon challenge and the Crota sword challenge. That and the Death Singer challenge. That one was brutal, pretty rough. Now, all things considered, I would say King's Fall and Atheon, or not Atheon, Axis have potentially the easiest challenges because it's more of just them coming up in light level versus being an actual difference in challenge. At least as far as we know. I haven't heard anything differently about King's Fall challenges being any different, just up to the 390 light, and I presume that's going to be the same thing with the Axis challenge and the other challenge in that thingamabobber. Now, with that being said, it is Iron Banner week, so if you're not at 390 light yet, to be fair, Iron Banner or any of the existing player versus player, player versus environment activities are probably going to be your best way to get up to 390. Now, with that being said, it is still somewhat of a climb. It's a little bit easier, but still a little bit of a climb. I went from like 372 to 374, and that took me getting 380 items. And so it's not easy getting up to that 390, especially if you're not a consistent player like I am. If you're playing consistently and you're playing, a couple hours every night, then you shouldn't have an issue with that. But my life is consistent in the fact that I don't get much game time, and if I do, I'm sacrificing sleep to get it. So that's my struggle. I have to balance it out correctly or accordingly. Now that I've gotten back in it, I'm hoping to stay in it, but we'll see how that goes. This may actually be the year that I don't complete the triumphs, just because of outside issues like work, trying to take care of the family, things like that. And it hurts me, but it's life. I'm not going to let my life be ruled by a video game. I can't let my life be ruled by a video game. So, not to say that I'm not going to try to complete it, because I really want to. That's like the number one gold thing to do for me, is to complete it. But I've got to pick and choose my battles, and if my battle is sleep versus biddle games versus video games, I am probably going to choose sleep, because that's the one thing that keeps me sane and keeps everyone in the house happy. It's very important, very, very important to keep everyone happy. Now, with that being said, Iron Banner is going on this week. It is Control. I had 2 great matches last night. There was a couple road bars, I want to say, but I really wasn't noticing it. What I was really noticing is the fact that my light level sucks, and I kept getting killed. So, that's why I was playing Iron Banner, to get up in light level. But, considering I was at mid 370s. Everyone I was fighting against was probably 400, 390 to 400. I was actually doing pretty well, so I'm really excited at that. Now, we're back at the house. We'll go ahead and cover Xur one last time before we go inside. As always, thanks for stopping by. Exactly. Killian even says thanks for stopping by. So for the Titans, we have the ACD/0 feedback fence. For the Hunters, we have the Bones of Ao. For the Warlocks, we have the Heart of the Praxic Fire. My brain is taking too long to think. For everyone, we have the Hard Light Weapon. We also have the exotic special weapon Legacy Engram. Again, Legacy Engrams will only give you year 1 exotics. You will not get a year 2 or year 3 exotic from them unless you can get a year 1 exotic that has a year 2 or year 3 equivalent. With that being said, Xur's thingamabobber weapon packages are the Last Word and Addendum, as well as the Red Death plus White Witch. As always, thanks for stopping by. Hope you guys have a wonderful Good Friday, and I will see you again next time. As always, if you're watching this on Periscope, you can catch the replay on YouTube. You can also follow me on Twitter and Twitch, all under the same username of RovenDoug, in order to see whenever I go live or these videos post or I go live on Periscope again. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can download Periscope on your phone and then watch me on the Periscope app, or follow me on Twitter to see whenever I go live on Periscope, and then you can watch in a web browser, but you're less able to interact with the chat. With that being said, as always, thanks for stopping by. I hope to see you guys soon. Eyes up, Guardians, and I'll see you Starside. Bye.